Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. So, I just got to work, but I just want to tell y'all that I fell off from reading my Bible for a little bit. Not a perfect Christian, but I am challenging myself to read my Bible every morning. So I feel like I've been trying to read it at night, and I feel like by the end of the day I'm just like tired and I make excuses. So first thing in the morning has been a game changer for me, even if it's just for like 10-15 minutes. I just set my alarm just a little bit earlier because you know what, if Jesus can die on the cross for me, that's the least I can do. Anywho, so I've been reading in 1 Samuel because I wanted to learn more about King David and like where he came from and like his life, because if you know, King David is known as a man after God's own heart, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be a woman after God's heart, okay? So I'm like, let me see a little bit more into his life or whatever. So is that Raquel? Good morning. Say good morning and maybe just drop some positivity
for the
day. Yes.
Let go of what does not serve you, even if it feels good.
You know what's crazy? You're gonna see, but what I read this morning kind of has something to do with that. You see?
And when the word is wording.
See? All right, so I love her so much. She's so cute. Anyways, so basically, if you read anything in 1 Samuel, there's like a lot that happens that leads up to David. But when we get to David, he's like this really amazing like warrior. Like he wins a lot of wars and stuff. Like he's just really powerful and respected. And then there's King Saul. So this is before David is even king. King Saul is king, and King Saul, he's not it. He's very prideful. He's a coward. He's just not a good leader. And he just constantly misses the mark. Like, God be like, do this. And he be like doing the complete opposite, but thinks that he's still pleasing God. He's just very much delusional, okay? So at some point, he becomes very jealous of David, even though they were like this at one point. Like, he becomes very jealous of him. And he's like, actually, David, I want to kill you. So he basically is on this like hunt to kill David, and David's just like running away from him. Like obviously he doesn't want to die, but like God is continuously protecting David. Like, and David had like ample opportunities to kill Saul and doesn't. Anyways, so at some point David, like after God had been sparing him and protecting him all this time, like David kind of became so fearful, and I guess like just over the fact that Saul was just not giving up. So he decided to take refuge amongst the Philistines. And if you know anything about the Philistines, David and Goliath, like there's always beef between Israelites and the Philistines. So he decides to take refuge amongst pretty much the enemy of God's people. And obviously like this maybe lack of faith moment for David. So yeah, he ends up taking refuge with, I forget the exact name of the person, I don't have my Bible here in front of me, and they welcome him, whatever. And the specific passage I read this morning was chapter 29, and essentially David wanted to like help fight with the Philistines, like help fight like their enemies and stuff. Mind you, like these are not God's people. And basically the Philistines are like, actually we don't want David here, like make him leave. Like, we don't trust this man. Like, he was the one that was over here, killed Goliath, and like has been fighting against our people. Like, we don't trust him. Like, we want him gone. So what I took from that essentially is like anything that's outside of God's will, outside of God's protection, like we do not belong there as children of God. And you'll know, like, let's say just for like related to our today, I guess, like let's say you're a part of a friend group, or you want to really be in this position at a certain job. If that is not what God has for you, sometimes you will get rejected by people. Sometimes you might lose that friend group. Sometimes you might not get that job you wanted. But I feel like that no, or that rejection is really God's protection, because God does not want him there. Like, that is not where David belongs. So anyways, moral of the story, if you feel like you've been rejected or you feel like you've been cast out, it's okay, baby, because guess what, there is no type of real freedom and joy that is outside of God's will. So if you are going through a season like that, just know that God has his hand on you and it's all working out for his good. So don't ever feel some type of way when you don't fit in certain spaces, because those spaces just may not be for you, and that is okay. Anyways, that's my rant for this morning. Have a blessed day.